What's up, everyone? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com, part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network. My name is Jeff Spiegel, and I am your host. And today, we've got some bad news for the Dodgers bullpen that came out over the past weekend. As you know, the Dodgers bullpen has been a little bit of a roller coaster. It's struggled. Last year, they were the second best bullpen in all of Major League Baseball. So far this season, they are down near the bottom, 28th or 29th, depending on the number and category you are looking for. Now, the one positive that the Dodgers did have along the way was all of these arms that could potentially get healthy at some point. Well, unfortunately, one of those dominoes has fallen, and it is not falling in the right direction. Relief pitcher Alex Reyes out for the season after it was announced he was going to have yet another shoulder surgery, a brutal piece of news for a guy who used to be one of the top 10 prospects in Major League Baseball and whose career, while the last time we saw him pitch was as an all-star, has now sort of taken a turn for the worst. Here's his injury history. Lat surgery in 2018, Tommy John surgery in 2019, 2021, he has shoulder surgery. Now, yet again, I believe it's the second time in 13 months he's having shoulder surgery, and he will be out for the remainder of this season as well as the first half of next season. Reyes was signed by the Dodgers over the offseason for $1.1 million guaranteed. He has not thrown a pitch now since 2021. In fact, the last pitch that Alex Reyes threw was the walk-off home run that Chris Taylor hit against the Cardinals to advance the Dodgers deeper into the playoffs. So just a tough thing for a guy who in his career has been very good, 2.86 ERA, but he's made just 101 appearances since dating back to August 2016. So the question for the Dodgers now is, what do they do in the bullpen? As I said, I have not been worried about the Dodgers bullpen. They always figure this piece of the equation out, whether it's guys who have been DFA'd from somewhere else, whether it's trades, whether it's guys that get called up. The Dodgers, Andrew Friedman, Dave Roberts, they always seem to figure out the bullpen. But I'll admit, one of the things I was banking on is that some of these guys would get healthy. You had Reyes, who was a former All-Star. They said, hey, if he could just get healthy, he'd be good. Well, that's not going to happen. Next up is Daniel Hudson, who's in the midst of a rehab assignment. Dave Roberts has said they're optimistic he could be back within the next couple of weeks. He would be a huge addition. Jimmy Nelson, another guy who's battled injuries, but when healthy has been very good. He started a rehab assignment. Let's see if he can go all the way through it without experiencing pain. Then you've got longer-term options like Blake Trinan, JP Fireeisen, a couple of relief pitchers who we're not just talking about average middle relief guys. We're talking about Trinan, Fireeisen, dudes that if they are healthy are back end of the bullpen, slot them alongside Evan Phillips types. Those are the difference makers that the Dodgers are going to need to find out there in the bullpen. Yes, consistency from guys like Alex Vesia, Yency Almonte, even Caleb Ferguson is going to be key. But I still think a lot of the Dodgers bullpen and their ability to perform is going to depend on whether or not guys like Fireeisen, Trinan, Hudson can get healthy and be contributors. Can two of those three come back at some point and pitch meaningful innings for the Dodgers this season? If the answer to that question is yes, then I am not worried about the Dodgers bullpen. But if you're telling me one or even zero of those three are going to come back, then I do think Andrew Friedman and company are going to have to make some moves in the bullpen as the season inches closer and closer towards the trade deadline. Again, the news that broke this weekend, relief pitcher Alex Reyes out for the season after shoulder surgery. The Dodgers do have a $3 million team option. I would imagine they either renegotiate that or just cut him loose. He is due $100,000, but they can cut him, pay him the $100,000 and be done with it. Unfortunately, yet another high-end arm that isn't going to pitch for the Dodgers. So that's the latest there. One announcement, if you're watching this on Tuesday morning, we are doing a live watch-along tonight over on Playback, playback.tv/DodgerBlue1958. You can check out the link. Scott Gearman and myself will be on there breaking things down. You get to watch with us, interact with other fans. It's a great time. So join us for that. And then on YouTube, right here on the Dodger Blue 1958 YouTube page, we will be live post-game as well, breaking everything down, talking player of the game, answering live questions as well. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, ring the notification bell down below. We would love to have you join us tonight after what we hope is a Dodgers win and the first step in the right direction after what was a really tough road trip last weekend. My name is Jeff Spiegel. As always, we appreciate you joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day and go Dodgers.